Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of My Spiritual Money RX. So, today I am sharing with you some of the tools, like one essential tool actually, that you can use in order for you to really feel good about yourself, actually, when you make money and help people thrive. So this show has been brought to you by KP Media TV, and I'm your host, Vivian S. de Guzman, your number one money magnet activator. And I'm going to begin with the story of how I actually encountered this specific tool. One of my mentors, her name is Beth Davis, and she has been teaching about this human design for a very long time. And it's interesting that as I have aligned myself to really become the person that I am, not based on what society has defined me to be, not based on what my family expects me to be, but really who I truly am with all my gifts and my talents. And that is so possible for you. So it's interesting that I started sharing that I'm a money magnet activator, and so it is because my chart says so. I actually have about 4 money gates that allow me to do that. But first of all, let's go to the very basic. So I'm going to talk about today what we call human design. Human design body graph is a graphic illustration of the energetic flow within your system. It's a blueprint for how you operate and interact with the world. So I'm going to show you how a body graph looks like, because you can discover the key aspects of your true nature to begin your experiment. So your human design chart gives you like a user manual to living your life in the most fulfilling way. So you have to know how to feel satisfied or joyful, peaceful, surprised, right? You want to feel really good about who you are and who you are meant to live in this planet. So let me share with you how it looks like, so then you understand, like, what is she talking about? All right. So this is a body graph of a human, it's a human design body graph. And guess what? This is actually the body graph, if you Google it, of Albert Einstein, our great inventor, right? So I wanted to share with you a little bit on the right side of the chart, because you see like some areas are white or not colored, right? And some are colored. So of course, they all mean something, okay? So the white, right, is meant to actually like receive information. And then the colored ones are really meant to have that information and it's like a lighthouse if you look at it. It has its own light or flavor and it reflects back to whoever is present in its vicinity. The right side of the chart, if you see personality, that just means it is conscious. Conscious means you know what it's about, and this is how people perceive you. The left side of the chart is actually called design, and that is unconscious, which means it's up to us to discover what that is because it is unconscious, right? And sometimes people gravitate towards us because of our design, but we don't even know that it is meant to be like that. So pay attention, because as you can see, it is based on different symbols, like the different planets, the sun, the moon, the earth. All of those different things influence our energy field. And the more you learn about it, the more you will be so surprised how magnificent you are as a human being. So I need you to stop comparing yourself with other people, because you are one unique individual. And the more you know that about yourself, the more you're going to learn to love yourself unconditionally. All right. So we're going to go to the different types, because the more you know your type and learn to align with your type, the more you will love yourself. You're going to fall in love with who you are. So let's start with manifestors. So manifestors are go-getters. They are born with an ability to make it all happen. Sometimes we think of them as very bossy, right? Because they just say it like it is. They are born doers. They're eager to make things happen. And blocking them or asking them to stop or nagging them to spend more time relaxing is trying to get them to behave in a way contrary to their nature. Now, as a manifestor, let people know your intentions. Okay, let me repeat that again. Let people know your intentions rather than just rushing off and doing things. Manifestors find immense freedom to be themselves and achieve what they want to achieve when they cooperate with the people around them. So for manifestors, this is going to be your key phrase. I am, therefore I do. All right, that's a manifestor. Now, the second type are generators. I'm a generator, a workhorse with endless life force energy radiating outward, but don't find it easy to make things happen. So our motto is wait. I have to learn that too. Respond, then get going. What you must realize is that the only things that prove fulfilling are those that duly arrive after you've exercised patience. Patience. I have to put that on my forehead. Patience. Openings or possibilities that arrive at your door or make your phone ring. Then what's crucial is your response. The mistake generators can make is to think too much, allowing the mind to override the sacral area. So, patience. We have to wait to respond, right? Okay, so this is our key phrase. Wait, respond, then get going. So how do I handle this in my life? When I have a lot of to-do list in my head every morning when I wake up, because it seems like I have like 8 to 10 to 12 to-do lists every day, right? So then I start breathing very deeply, having a very rhythmic breath, and then I actually go outside for nature walk and I start to really slow down my pace and my breath. So that's how I have learned to wait, respond, and get going, so that when people invite me and it's really 100% yes, then I can say yes fully and step into that. Okay, that's a generator. Whew, that's a lot, right? Next type is a manifesting generator. So if you're a manifesting generator, you are a potential powerhouse and a bundle of energy combined together, right? But you require a tight rein of patience again, before you can release your considerable resources effectively. So manifesting generators, right? You have this built-in guidance system of the gut response, just like a generator. But the subtle distinction is this: you can initiate and make things happen, but only after honoring that generator gut response. That's when it's effective. So in effect, you are a manifester in waiting. View the process like this. So respond by listening to your gut. Find the moment of truth by putting your toe in the water. And then, if there is clarity to your conviction, make it happen. Your key phrase is, I respond and wait for my moment of truth, then I do. So I'm going to compare a generator from a manifesting generator. And I read this in one of those human design books. So for example, you invited a manifesting generator. So I'm a generator. I've invited another person who is a manifesting generator to go out for a walk. So then she's all excited and she goes, yeah, I would love to walk with you. So she said, okay, let me just get things together and then we're going to walk together, right? We're going to walk out that door. So she's sitting on the couch, the manifesting generator, and then I go towards the door, I open the door. So because my mind is made up, right? Like I am going to walk outside for the day. I'm going to do a nature walk. So I'm going to go no matter what. It doesn't matter if it suddenly became windy or it started raining. I'm just going to accommodate and get an umbrella or something, bring something to help me still enjoy my walk. Now, a manifesting generator may actually go, oh, I don't want to walk anymore. Like changes her mind towards the door when I open the door. So the generator would just keep on going, but the manifesting generator, if her moment of truth says, no, I'm not going to go for a walk anymore because it's raining or I don't like the weather, then you have the option to actually stop because you don't feel like doing it at that moment, if that makes sense. Okay? So it's not that they keep on changing their mind. If you're really listening to your gut response, you would really get your truth at that moment. Okay, so that's a manifesting generator versus a generator. Projector. Your essence of life is waiting in the wings, waiting for the spotlight, waiting to be invited, to be recognized. Now, you must be authentic and really respect your worth. I know with projectors, they really are not designed to work hours like a generator or a manifesting generator. I suggest they work about 2 to 4 hours in a day and the rest they play and enjoy life because they're like the wise sage of society. So they need to be really, really really happy, satisfied, successful, like they're feeling that, like they want to say yes when they really mean yes, okay? So they do have to wait for that right invitation. So this is their key phrase, projector. I am recognized, I am invited and available, then I do, okay? So when a projector is in a high pressured, high performing environment, it's kind of like their Achilles heel because they really want to serve, they want to help, they really do have all of the capacities, except, okay, they're not meant to be a generator that works long hours or a manifesting generator that really works a lot of hours. They don't have a lot of that motor in their system. Therefore, they really need to relax in between. Otherwise, they will blow an internal fuse and they may suffer from adrenal fatigue or just they don't like life anymore sometimes, almost like an episode of depression, right? So if you're a projector, pay attention because that's super important that you don't overdo and overcommit. All right, the last but not least are reflectors. So a reflector is as white as the moon, and this is the rarest type. It's about 1% of the population, okay? You live life in a novel way, yet everyone expects you to view the world and act the same way they do. Majority of people in the world are generators and manifesting generators. So obviously we're two different types, right? You are a receiving dish drawing in everyone else's energy. Remember that satellite dish? It kind of like picks up everything. And constantly you're reflecting back to others who they are. It's like you're the mirror of the other people, right? And what is their life about, who they are. And so people are comfortable with you a lot, sharing their secrets. You don't even know them sometimes, but that's a reflector. So it makes you empathetic, very extremely sensitive, vulnerable, perceptive, and potentially wise, because you have an innate objectivity to witness the energies passing through you and what they all mean to everyone. So it's good to do meditation, alone time, prayer, deep solitude, anything like that are really good practices for a reflector, okay? So a reflector's key phrase or mantra is, I am called, I reflect, then I do. A lot of times you have to wait for a whole new moon and full moon cycle, and sometimes it has to repeat itself a few times until you really get clarity with what it is you are deciding upon. So I hope that helps you identify who you are in your type, because if you don't know who you are because of programming, all different conditioning that you've had in the world, unfortunately, it doesn't quite work very well for you, right? So our goal here is for you to really learn who you truly are. So I'm going to invite you to our Path and Purpose Blueprint class. This is happening actually in the second week of June, right? Because you want to learn not just your own human design and really be good at acknowledging who you are, honoring yourself and the way you're designed, but you're also going to learn some hands-on healing tools on your path and purpose, activating your physical body. Because, you know, sometimes we know information, but then we can't really apply them in real life. It's because it's not embodied, right? Mind, body, soul, spirit. It has to be in the body, like an imprint. Because a lot of the programs and the things, the habits that we formed is from 0 to 8 years old. The things we learned, the things we saw with our family members, and we thought that was our truth. When in fact, your human design will tell you exactly who you are and who you're meant to be in this world, in this lifetime. So path and purpose are tools for alignment. You're going to learn more about your human design. So we're going to have 6 sessions of those so that you can really hone into how you can live based on your own design. Okay, so that's based on your astrology, your I Ching, and your chakra system. And the tools for alignment in path and purpose, they're good at when you don't know what to do. So you're going to have the tools for the hands-on healing that you could do all the time with yourself and even apply it to your family members if they are open and willing to learn. When things become meaningless, you know, sometimes we have those ups and downs in life and we just need to know, why am I here? Obviously, that's based on your purpose. And we're going to talk about that in the next few episodes. Okay? And when you're looking for relationships, because perhaps in the past you didn't have a good relationship with yourself, that's the reason why the universe always partners you with somebody else whom you can learn. Or your relationships have no meaning. Okay? So when you learn these tools, you're going to learn the different ways of really being you. Okay? So the more you know that, we actually start our class. Oh, we changed the date to June 10. All right, June 10. June 10, it's interesting because June 10 is the next new moon, right? It is the next new moon. That's very fascinating to me that it's happening. So we would start the second week of June, and then we're going to end towards the end of August. So what we're going to do is really learn who you are. You got to know what that is, so then you have an outline for where you can it's like a litmus test, like your own litmus test of who you need to be in this planet, in this lifetime. So the more you know that, the more you're going to be surprised that it's like you didn't even know that it's happening, but it's happening to you in a way that's magical. So you've probably attracted this information. That's why it's here for you. So check out our Path and Purpose Blueprint class, which starts on June 10 and ends on August 26. And with that, our bonus is actually your healing with me to activate your money flow or your money breakthrough, and also 3 sessions with Vienna for the emotion code. So I hope you check us out and really give yourself the gift of learning your path and purpose with ease, grace, and flow, because you are your unique individual and nobody else is as beautiful as you are.